It appears that the United States has demanded South Korea pay a total of $5 billion for the presence of American troops on the peninsula. $5 billion is more than 5 times what Seoul is currently paying, and it's certainly not a reasonable and fair share the South Korean government has been asking for. According to a diplomatic source on Thursday, during the two countries' recent defense cost-sharing negotiations, the U.S. is known to have pressured South Korea to do more to contribute to the alliance and has put forth specific items it wants Seoul to cover under the Special Measures Agreement, or SMA. U.S. officials are known to have highlighted their efforts for defense in the Indo-Pacific region, including the Korean Peninsula, and emphasized that South Korea must significantly increase its share of defense costs in accordance with the great strides it made economically. U.S. Assistant Secretary of State David Stilwell, during his visit to Seoul last week, said following the Korean War, South Korea had clearly received assistance from the U.S. in the process of rebuilding itself, but now it's a powerful contributor to the development of the region and a great partner in that, hinting that Seoul is capable of paying more. James DeHart, the top U.S. negotiator in defense cost-sharing talks with South Korea, also reportedly stressed this point during his meetings with South Korean officials last week in Seoul. Then what additional payments is the U.S. demanding? Well, a flurry of reports said the American negotiation team has demanded South Korea to cover the expenditure related to the operation of U.S. troops who are assigned to the United States Forces Korea on a rotational basis and other expenses related to the allies' regular joint military exercises. Other reports say Washington appeared to have asked Seoul to shoulder the cost for the operation of off-peninsula military assets, such as surveillance and reconnaissance equipment that are deployed near the peninsula or even on bases in the Pacific, including Guam and Hawaii. Some even suggest that the U.S. wants South Korea's participation in American-led operations in and around the Strait of Hormuz. But a South Korean official told Yonhap News Agency on condition of anonymity that the government has not received any official request as reported in the media, and added that there should be a clear distinction between what the U.S. explained to Seoul in the SMA negotiations and what it actually requested in official terms. There are growing concerns even among American experts that excessive U.S. demands on defense cost sharing will only hurt the South Korea-U.S. alliance. There still is the possibility of the two sides agreeing to extend the current SMA, but it remains unclear whether President Donald Trump will be willing to make that compromise, as a burden-sharing deal with Seoul could set the tone for Washington's future negotiations with other allies, such as Japan and the NATO. After all, a local newspaper cited one of its sources in the U.S. as saying it was Trump who came up with the figure $5 billion.